Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of fire. So if you are Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of June 24th through the 26th, 2022. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general. So they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. If you want to order a reading from me, make sure that you are registered at Bill per call. That's for a phone call. You can request a call back. If I don't get back to you that day, I'll get back to you within a 7-day time frame. Also, you can email me for the video or email readings if you don't have the price list already. And then also be sure to check me out on Patreon for monthly Venus sign readings and check me out on TikTok. Okay, so we have the overall energy as, oh my God, the wheel. I'm blanking out already. The Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. We have the Fool, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Rebirth, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like you guys are dealing with changes coming into your life, new beginnings. There's something that is getting ready to come to an end. For some of you, it could be a breakup. But if it is a breakup, it seems like, you know, there's not any sadness. Maybe it's something that's mutual. It does look like someone is just like walking away or walking out. If it's not a breakup, it could still indicate some sort of changes in your relationship, or maybe you or your partner has to do something on their own, or they're doing something by themselves, some sort of a trip. Maybe you're just having to say goodbye to them over the weekend. So it could be some sort of business trip. I'm also getting, though, that you may be spending time with family, or you might have visitors or company, might have a full house, but it's like, of course, by the end of the week, by the end of the weekend, that you're saying your goodbyes. Okay, I feel too like some of you may be in love, or there's someone that's in love with you. I feel like someone is daydreaming about what it would be like to be in a relationship together. It's possible that someone will take some sort of a risk and come towards you, opening up their heart, trying to see how you feel, if you're interested. For some of you, it does seem like maybe there's going to be a past situation that resurfaces. Maybe there's an opportunity to have closure, or for you to tie up any loose ends. Even if not in regards to a relationship, anything that you have not completed, something that you started but didn't complete, I feel like you're going to have closure, or you are completing something that you started. Those of you that are single, I feel like you are okay with being single. I feel like you are like discovering yourself. You're discovering who you are, your needs, your wants, and it doesn't seem like you're in any rush to enter into any relationship. Even if there is someone that admires you or is viewing you in a way that, you know, they see you being the person that they would like to be in a relationship with, you may not even know that, and you know, because you're so focused on yourself and this new life adventure that you're on. Also, it could be anything that you're starting over with. Maybe you decided to leave your job and you're like, well, I guess it's time for me to start over. But I do feel like you are focused on yourself. There's a lot of solo energy going on. You also are coming off as a loner or being detached Seems like you don't really want to be bothered, not in a miserly type of way, but you're just like, like I'm good. I keep my own company the best, or you're entertained by yourself. Something about your weekend too seems very carefree. There could be something that happens that you're not expecting, like hearing about somebody being pregnant, or having an unexpected visitor. You also may do something out of character over the weekend. Something that you wouldn't normally do, but for whatever reason, you feel like risking it or doing something adventurous. Okay, so I'm seeing something about 11. You might start seeing 11s right before someone shows up or right before you hear from someone. You also, even if you do have several suitors, I just really don't get that you're interested in anybody at the moment. Or could be if you're really interested in someone, I don't feel like they're interested in you that much. I feel like this person's just kind of detached and just being on their own. You might be trying to show them something, or you want them to look at you or listen to you. They aren't even paying attention. They're like, what? What'd you say? Someone is real spaced out this weekend. Somebody might come into work high, or you're dealing with someone that's kind of high. Something also might inspire you to get outside if you're a loner, or just to get outside to get in tune with nature. Or maybe you are trying your hand at planting something on your own, some sort of gardening. I feel like you're also moving on from a past situation. You're letting go of the past. Something does seem like it's been fulfilled, like something has reached an end. But it's like a good ending. It's like a happy ending. I feel like you also just don't have any responsibilities this weekend. I feel like you're free to do what you want. And I feel like you're not committing to anything. Like people might be asking you, can you do this or can you do that? And I just feel like you don't want to commit to it. You're like, well, maybe. I'm not going to promise. Possibly. For some of you, it could be that you let go of some sort of dream that you had, or you felt like something was a fantasy or an illusion, and you were like, well, that was a nice fantasy, but I'm over it. Yep, you seem pretty content, pretty independent. Seems like you're going to have a peaceful weekend. If you have roommates, they might be going out and invite you out, but you might be like, no, I'm going to stay in. You also seem to be relaxed because maybe now you have control of a situation. I don't know if at one point you felt stuck or you felt like you didn't have control of your life, but now it seems like you have a sense of control and a sense of independence. I'm still seeing something about daydreaming or fantasizing, or people also may be looking at you in ways they're like, what is wrong with you? You're like, I don't care. Think what you want. For some of you, you may be healing from an ending with an earth sign. Or maybe you have found ways to channel that energy into something else. Something seems like you're still kind of being watched, though. I kind of feel like someone is still watching you or thinking about you or trying to find out information on you. Now, maybe it's not a love interest. Maybe it's just something else where people just need to know about your background. Maybe you had to do a background check for something and, you know, your background credit is being checked or something. Something about your weekend also seems therapeutic. I also feel like you've gotten something out of your system, whatever that means to you. Now that something is out of your system, you're not obsessed with it anymore. If someone is coming towards you, I do get the energy of it being very unexpected and out of the blue. You also may be in denial of the fact that this person's interested in you or that they're approaching you. I feel like someone's also communicating with you indirectly, or they're going to find a very clever way to get your attention. I also feel like something is a big distraction. Something is a big distraction. I don't know if you are trying to distract yourself from something. I feel like you're going to get thrown off guard. But mainly, especially in regards to a love situation. I can see some kind of astral traveling for some of you. You might experience something crazy that you haven't experienced in a dream before. If it is about getting high, it must be one of them trippy drugs where you're hallucinating. Okay, something also kind of looks like being forced into a new living situation. Like it's an abrupt change with your living situation. I don't know if somebody's being evicted or if someone someone has to stay in a house temporarily. It might be something petty where just kids are playing around and ringing a doorbell, but also, if you do happen to connect with someone, I feel like it's not unrequited. I just feel like it's going to take you longer to recognize that something maybe is true love. Like you don't notice it instantly for whatever reason, but I feel like they do. You might activate someone's heart chakra. Okay, something looks like it's reversed. Some of you are being directly affected by Saturn retrograde, especially if it's currently transiting over one of your angles or one of your personal planets. I feel like it's making you acknowledge your past, or you're getting an opportunity to redo something. Um, Also, if you are trying to escape your past, it seems like something keeps showing up or something keeps following you. Kind of feel like somebody has some sort of blocked memory, someone blocked out some sort of traumatic experience. Or maybe someone is telling you this, or maybe you're watching a movie and something just hit you and you're like, oh my God, I feel like I remember that. Why do I feel like that happened to me? And it could be, past life related. Especially if you're intentionally trying to look into your past life, or if you're having some sort of past life reading. I heard something about regression healing. And I'm hearing a name, Adelaide. Somebody might get caught staring at you, or you might get caught staring at someone. Something could be a form of self-sabotage, or realizing that you have self-destructive patterns. Kind of feels too like there's someone that maybe misses you or is hurting for you. I think you're unaware of the fact that you impacted someone so deeply. I don't think you realize that. It could be reverse, where the person doesn't realize how much they impacted you, but I kind of feel like you're unaware of how deeply someone is hurting, or just affected by you at least. All right, so let's pull some energy cards. All right, additional messages for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Storm warning. rest and rejuvenation, happy family, overall energy appreciation. Yeah, well, we basically had the same messages coming out in the main reading too, where yeah, you are feeling appreciated. You are feeling admired. You're spending time to yourself. Maybe you're pampering yourself. You value yourself. You also may be showing appreciation to someone, but you know, for the most part, I feel like you're really feeling appreciated. You're feeling the love. Now I chuckled because earlier it was storming here, and it cleared up for a minute, and it's back cloudy again. But you know, it's storming, so there could also be some sort of literal storm going on around you. Now, to me, this also is going back to destruction, and more so destruction within, having to come to some sort of realization about some things. You may be starting fresh, like something had to fall apart. Something had to be destroyed to get to the core or to get to the essence of you or your situation. But I feel that there's going to be quiet, or there's going to be peace after the storm. I feel like you're channeling your higher self. You're channeling some sort of energy, and it's bringing you peace. You're finding your center. I feel like you're realizing that you truly are blessed or blissed. And I feel that you are going to have a moment where you are feeling very blissful or joyful. You could be spending time with family or people you care about. Even if you're just binging, watching TV, like the things that you're watching are happy. You're getting lost in your imagination. If you're feeling creative, you might create something yourself. But it seems like you're manifesting peace. You also might not realize how powerful you are spiritually. Like maybe there's something happening where you're like, oh, I did that. Like I didn't even realize. It's funny because I talk about it occasionally on here, how sometimes I go outside and practice like air bending. And it was raining the other day here and storming and lightning. And I went out there and I was just like, I love it when it's windy, because even though it's naturally windy, it's still amazing to see how you direct the energy with your hands or your fingers. You might have a different style, but when you can see the air being manipulated by yourself when things like that are happening. And even my son, he was like, oh my God, he was like seeing what I was doing. And I wanted to get stronger with channeling lightning, but I was able to do it. It's like also my gift is kind of like an after effect, where it's like I'll be sending out a lot of energy, but the minute I like chill and just calm down, that's when something will happen, like the lightning or the thunder. And it's just like I was just doing all of that stuff, that hand movement. The minute I like kind of, it's like boom, it's like, oh, okay. And I don't know what that is, but it's so cool. And I think I mentioned to you guys too about Jesus the Living Phoenix. Like his TikTok be lit with those type of videos. He is like so good at that. And, that's what really inspired me to start trying, air bending, and then just dealing with telekinesis, period. Something else I was getting ready to say. Oh yeah, like a rainbow even manifested too, like when it was out in the storm. Now, also, I feel like after some sort of destruction, there is going to be a sign from the universe, or something seems like it's a sealed promise. That there's peace going forward, and maybe confirmation that the worst is over. So I feel like, you're going to have a chance to just kind of sit back and relax. So I know that was kind of more going into your spiritual energies, but hopefully it still makes sense to you. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.